Hey, what is up, everybody? We are live. We spent a lot of the day working to make an intro video. I had no idea what I was doing. We're going to play it here in just a minute. Um, and then we will. But I need to warn everyone. I want people to be in here because I need to warn them because I didn't know how to change the volume on it. So I don't know how loud it's going to be. So just a warning, it may be loud. Uh, Thank you everybody for showing up. Bayou Bengal, he streamed earlier today, early in the morning. Check that out. Scott Peppertoni, I was in here, I guess. Lawsimo, Stephen WC, what's up? What is up, everybody? Yeah, and this is my very first attempt at ever making a video. I I don't know how it is. I thought it was okay. I don't think it's great, but I think it's fine. But here we go. We're going to actually play the intro right now. First look for the 10 of you who are here. Hopefully, it's not too loud.
Hey, hey, we're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Hey, hey, taming souls in descent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains. From late season voids, he's dropping all the flames. Bestball Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RP stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who hates thunder in the names, claiming all the kills, flames, names, games. Degen wrath of fuse, stone age torment remains. Bestball eternal, in Rumain's infernal domain. Pterodactyl pigs screaming, Cayman chaos reigns. Fossil fury fuels the fire, drafting through the veins.
Well, there it is. I thought it was pretty good for my first ever attempt, but and I want to know how loud that was, just so everybody knows. Or I don't know if it was too loud, if it was about the right thing. I just uploaded it. I thought I'd be able to change the volume in StreamYard. I cannot. So let me know what you think. If you're watching afterwards in the comments below, tell me if you like it, if you don't like it. Uh, the volume, all that stuff. I will go back in the lab and change it. I took a while to figure out how to do everything. I had no idea. It wasn't really that hard. I was just trying to figure out. I had to try to find out the clips I wanted to use. Was all. But we are here. We are live, and we are about to draft tomorrow. And by the way, this guy right here, he's the guy who made that song. Uh, not sure if you heard. I just put the intro video up just a second ago. If you want to backtrack, I mean, we could play it again later if people want to hear it. But yeah, I gave it my first attempt. I think you'll like it. But we are going to draft the big board. And after the big board, we're going to head on over to drafters, I think, and do one over there. Yeah. So, yeah, here we are. Tomorrow, I'm going to make a video now that I've laid down the groundwork of how to do it and all that. Uh, I'm going to make the video I've been wanting to make for like instead of a count, like I'm actually going to have a countdown for when I'm going to draft. So, and I think it'll be a 15-second countdown because I have a 15-second clip I'd like to play of of a different song that Jamie made for me. So, or it might have been the same song. I can't remember, but I know which clip I want. I'm going to make it that many seconds, and I think it'll make a nice addition to the stream as well. But here we go. We're going to join the big board, and we're going to join it in 10 seconds. Hey, all good, Bryson. It's all good. Get some lions, says the Lions guy. Get some lions. All right, we are back. We are so back. Underdog, location error, and we are waiting on two now. Waiting on two. Yeah, Bayou, he is staying warm. he was on. I didn't expect him to be streaming this morning. Whenever I popped in, popped online, but he was there. So we have. I got the 104. We have Losamo at the 105. Bayou at the 106. We have Dak at the 108. Game tied at the 110. Go Cards, welcome. Not sure if you're here right now, but welcome. I know you pop in quite often. Good luck to everybody. Yeah, I haven't looked at the structure of the drafters one yet, but definitely going to do a drafters one. I'm sure their ADPs are all over the place right now. Yeah, I that makes sense. This is just my first attempt at a video at all. I do think a commentary here and there would make it better. But to be honest with you, I've never once went back and watched any of my videos, so I wouldn't know where to start. So, uh, but yeah, I do agree that usually makes them feel better. I wasn't sure if it'd be too long either. I actually had it 10 seconds quicker, but it didn't line up right with the song. Um, I haven't taken JSN yet. We'll take JSN. I think JSN, Puka, Chase. I just want like equal amounts of them. Uh, I've gotten 2 Puka teams already, so we're gonna go ahead and mix it up a little. Uh, I had someone do the audio from Fiverr in your intro. Nice. Yeah, I like yours too. It's pretty nice. I know Big Draft Energy used Fiverr as well. Jamie just reached out and wanted to do one for me. So yeah, I've been sitting on it for about 2 months now, and I need like I made myself do it today because I've been wanting to like there's no reason to have it there and to not be using it, right? Like it's like a full 4-minute song. There's 2 of them. So but that was the one I preferred. A lot of people preferred the other song. I think for an intro that one made more sense. I'm trying to time up the some of the stuff with the music was kind of becoming a problem. Uh, I think it's like a pure 50-50 at this point. I I am going to take some Travis Kelsey. I'm not going to take all the Travis Kelsey. He's like Keenan Allen last year. He's so cheap that if he plays, it's such a value. And at the same time, like if he doesn't play, it's a pick you probably weren't expecting very much out of anyway. My Damian Martinez this year is I I don't have one. Like number one, there is a running back I like a lot. But I don't think he's gonna get I don't like him near as much as Martinez. And I mean, I was wrong on Martinez too. Like I wish we knew there's character concerns on Martinez before. Right. I really like Terry and Stewart, but he's definitely not awesome, right? Like he definitely have holes in his game. He is not a pass catcher at all. And he's short, but he's short. He is thick though. So like I like him. I don't know how much I will get kind of thing. Like and I don't think he's going to be a high enough draft pick to really get somebody. Oh, I'll take Hampton back here. Yeah. Why not? I think this is the latest I've seen Omari in Hampton. Mike McDaniel actually confirmed and signed finally for the Chargers. I believe that means, and like we also got the Bills head coach, which should secure James Cook as a 1-2 turn pick. And it kind of looks like Jim Schwartz is going to be the head coach for the Browns right now. And in news that I think is pretty important, Tanner Angstram was fired for the Jets. It's weird they waited this long, but yeah. What do I think about Dayball going to Tennessee as offensive coordinator? I think Dayball's a pretty decent offensive guy. Like the Giants every year had some offense, like they just didn't have quarterback play, right? I thought he did decent with nothing. I'll absolutely take Chase Brown. But yeah, I kind of like it, and like I thought the Jets play calling, like the fact that they kept Aaron Glenn is wild, but if they were also going to keep the offense coordinator, I would have had a really hard time. Like I like Garrett Wilson. I think Garrett Wilson's price should kind of move up like a couple spots, right? Not a lot. I think that when you take like you should keep Garrett Wilson where you had him, but you're going to feel more confident since Angstrom's not going to be there. Is how I view it. Gibbs, you're 101 all day. Amon Ra, you're taking a 106 unless JSN falls. I'm Gibbs 102, but I am going to manage my exposures more this year. Like I think it's like full fading players, like just having 80% Jahmyr Gibbs. It sounds fun, but like having 0% Jamar Chase, Puka Nakua doesn't sound fun at all. That sounds like some really bad anti-sweats next year. But you only get a couple teams into finals anyway across all the hundreds or thousands of teams that you draft. So I understand, like, if you want it to be Jahmyr Gibbs that you get to the finals, as long as you're not making all of your other stands. Like, this is a talk we had in our Discord the other day. I don't necessarily think that, like, the 80% of one player is the worst thing. I will never do it. If you wanted to do that, good. Just don't do that all the way down the board. Like if you do that, use that as I think this guy is the best player and the best value everywhere. But like taper yourself off of doing that with other players so your portfolio doesn't fold completely. I haven't been seeing any I think it's the East West Shrine game, right? Not the Senior Bowl coverage right now? Or is it the or is that the same thing? I watched PFF's thing yesterday. Like a way better channel than mine. Their what's it called? Fantasy. It's what's his name? Trevor Sickma and the other guy. I watch everything they do pretty much. I really like their draft stuff. Bayou didn't take Colston Loveland. Are you okay? Are you okay, my guy? Yeah, we'll take Loveland here. Your co-host is down there now, posting stuff. Very nice. I haven't seen anything on the defensive stuff. I usually kind of look over what Walter Football has. I've been following them for a long, long time. And I don't necessarily agree with everything they have, but I think overall they do a really good job. Like nobody's going to be all right, you know. But I feel like overall Walter Football does a pretty good job, and when they like, even though I don't agree with some of the takes, like I respect where the takes are coming from, kind of thing. Yeah, I haven't got to see your IDP center. Like it, for whatever reason, it doesn't pop up for me that often. Maybe you haven't done a video for a bit, but like I don't ever see videos for you pop up that often. What's up, Victor? How we doing? You don't go robust. Oh, look at you. All right. Yeah, we'll take Devonta Smith here. We'll just draft our players at the ADP. Yerp. What's up, Loots? How we doing? Hey, Bayou, you need to join our Discord. Our Discord stays pretty active. The link's below for anybody. Anybody who wants can join the Discord. We chat all the time. We share things like ideas, thoughts, stuff like that. And it's a good group of people. Not always active, but like when it starts, like most evenings, it's pretty active. Hey, I'm not forcing you. I'm just telling you. I think you'll have a good time. If you're just popping in, if you all could do me a favor and smash the like, that would be awesome. And for those of you, we just got a whole bunch of people come in. I don't know where they came from, but like I gave my first attempt ever at a video. I did an intro video today. It's about 40 seconds in because I wasn't sure about how loud it was going to be or anything. Everybody said it was fine. If you want later, you can go check that out. I do agree with I Am the Kai that I should probably splice in some talking in there. But it was the first time, like, I just wanted to get something out there. I've had a channel for too long. I've done too many videos to not have something simple like an intro video. So we have one now. I'll probably use more of like the PPR Tyler style to where I don't actually start the stream with it. I'll probably talk for 30 seconds or so and then pop the video. I think that's a good feel. I don't know why, but like, because I don't have any talking in the video, I think that I definitely need to do it that way for sure. All right. So yeah, Bayou, like this is like, I've done a couple of these where I go 4 wide receivers to start. I think going 5, like last year, sometimes I would go like 5, and some people would even go like 6 in a row. I think this year, I think we're going to see a lot fewer people doing that. And I need to change my Stephon Diggs ranking. He has been falling pretty heavily, and so has Kyle Pitts. So I can drop him as well. Alec Pierce is dropping pretty fast as well. I want Jalen Hurts for sure. And I'm pretty okay with anything else here. So I'm going to just take Hurts before ADP. Okay, and then after I make the next pick, I'll review the team. I'll get back to the chat and I will redo that Discord link. I forgot to do the second what time the second or the draft started. I'll just put it in 5 minutes. Big board. If anybody knows what time that I started this this big board for the timestamp, I'll go back later if nobody knows. But if somebody knows, it'd be awesome to get a timestamp for that. Like, and I might just I honestly might just stack Justin Herbert here with Omari and Hampton, or not. How dare you? How dare you, Connolly? I haven't gotten any of him yet. But I also think Tucker Kraft is like the best value on the board. But I have Loveland. I'll take Michael Wilson. I'll take him. He's a little after ADP. I do like him this year. I don't love him this year. He'll be like a 6% guy at his ADP. So the team through 7 is Jalen Hurts, Omarion Hampton, Chase Brown, JSN, Devonta Smith, Michael Wilson, and Colston Loveland. Feels pretty solid. All right, I fixed the Discord link. I hope you hear the algorithm picks up better if you talk 30 seconds or so. Okay. Yeah, he streamed at, I think it was like 9:30 a.m. Maybe it's 10 a.m. Central. Okay, just a little too high. Got it. Yeah, I thought I was going to be able to change the volume. I thought I'd be able to change the volume as soon as thank you, by the way, for the 13 minutes crossface. I thought I'd be able to change the volume within StreamYard, and apparently you cannot. So I'll have to go back, reload the video into CapCut, and then change the volume level there. I generally think everybody's are. What is the link? I'll get it for you here in just a second. It's Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network. If you type that in, it should come up. He's got like over 1,000 subscribers, so he should pop up for you for sure. All right, let's see if anything crazy is going on. We got Scatterboo at 37. Somebody got hyped. Go Cards does his own thing all the time, and it works for him, man. Like, this man went to the Dog Bowl this year. That is something I cannot say. This man went to the Dog Bowl. That is awesome. Like, I threw some shots. I didn't chase it, but I threw some shots at it. All right, so I would have taken him. I don't like the Pittman price, man. I say it every year though. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take Rico. I haven't taken a Rico share yet. We're gonna take Rico. That gives me 2 players that I don't love at ADP, but I'm fine with. I know I reached for them, but I kind of viewed this whole area the same. Now I can kind of just take some guys I like. There's a gigantic tier break at quarterback after this too. So I'm probably just going to smash one of these guys. I might take Mahomes. I might take Purdy. I don't know what I want to do here. I think do I want to take Mahomes? Do I want to take Worthy? I mean, this is the first time Michael Pittman's ever been top of my board. We're taking Michael Pittman. That's 3 guys I won't get to very often. They are together, but like, I think that's fine. I mean, I'm only 10 drafts in. I might end up liking a lot more Michael Pittman as it goes on as well. So, but that's the first time I've seen him near the top of my rankings. So I definitely need to take him then. And he'd fallen quite a bit compared to where he normally did go. There's some bad spots in the draft, legit. I don't know what to do sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, like there's some players that I know that they're not going to move. Like Michael Pittman. He's not unless the thin path of them re-signing Alec Pierce and cutting Michael Pittman, which I've heard is something that's possible based on the contracts. like, which is one reason I'm a little scared of Pittman. I haven't researched it myself, but and I'm gonna say where I think I got it. I'm not gonna say this guy definitely said it, but I think it was Debro, Derek Brown from Fantasy Pros, that said that there is a chance that Alec Pierce, like if the Colts just want to take him back, that they could move off of Michael Wilson if they or Michael Pittman if they wanted to. So that is something that I need to look into myself. Because I mean, Pierce, I think, is the one that makes that offense move. Like, if they lose Pierce, they don't have a deep ball guy. They let Adonai Mitchell go last year. Pittman and Downs, like, they're different players, but like those two plus Tyler Warren all profile a lot closer to the same guy than Alec Pierce does. So to me, them losing Alec Pierce is a bigger deal than them losing Michael Pittman or a Josh Downs. So I see the theory of that happening for sure. And if Michael Pittman's a free agent, I don't know he lands in a. I mean, I guess he's not in a great spot, but I don't know where he would go, right? Especially, like, I don't know when he would be cut or whatever. It could, if it's like one of those post June 1st cuts, like, we're so far away from knowing anything at that point, right? I think Brenton Strange is one of the better values on the board, so we're taking Brenton Strange. I'm assuming that this community is not going to be very high on what's his name? Woody Marks. Yeah, we have where are all these running backs going? So Montgomery goes there, Gainwell goes there. Quarterbacks go pretty late. We got two, you got one. Yeah, I'll chance it. I was kind of hoping to get Coker there. All right, so I think here I'm just going to go ahead and take Kenneth Gainwell. I think Kenneth Gainwell gets a pretty favorable landing spot. The man blocks really well, and he's really good out of the backfield. I personally, I hope and believe there's a solid chance that Kansas City signs him and tells Brashard Smith to not show up, because they would not allow Brashard Smith at all last year to even attempt a pass protection. Like, every time he was on the field, they just sent him out. They just sent him out. Like, that's all he did. The only thing he ever did is ran 12 yards straight to the left or right and waited for a pass. That was it. That was all they allowed him to do the whole season. I'm upset about it, because I like Brashard Smith as a potential fantasy guy, but if they have zero, and I mean zero, trust in him ever blocking somebody, and they want to get somebody to fill the McKinnon role, there's nobody better than Kenneth Gainwell to do that. Like, not at all. Like, not on the market this year. Maybe Rachaad White. Like, Rachaad White is actually that same guy as well. Two Mule says, can't understand all the Hampton love. I've been wrong before, Scatabo, but at least I'm being chastised for agreeing with everybody. Like a trained seal. Yeah. I mean, I had all kinds of things right and all kinds of things wrong last year. Like, the Scatabo stuff I had right. The Hampton stuff, like, I mean, he was starting to come on about the time he got hurt. And then I think it's more, at this point, it's a Mike McDaniel plus they're getting their entire offensive line back, and Justin Herbert is one of the best quarterbacks in the league, right? Like, It's just hard to see a path that it completely fails, is all. I mean, every time I have 2 tight ends by here, Sadiq falls 20 picks. Every time. I haven't got a share of Sadiq yet because I really like Brenton Strange ADP, and I love Tucker Kraft's ADP, and I think Colson Loveland is a really solid 4th-round pick. McBride, I'm not gonna be overweight on the elites, but I think they're fine picks where they are. I just don't want to be zero. Casey Concepcion goes at 140. I usually try to wait till like 150 to take him. I know I'm not going to get that in these rooms, but I do like that pick. I'll take a Tyreek Hill share here, or a Shaheed. Actually, we could assume Shaheed resigns and take the double as well. Casey might be in the 90s by April. Right, like I'm just like he's my 4th most drafted player right now. I have 30 some percent of him. I think I had 30 exactly. Yeah, I had 30% exactly of him. So like I'm not super worried about it. I love this film though. Like I think there's an argument that he could be like him and Boston, I think should be drafted the same spot wherever they're being drafted. Bayou points out, hit the like button, everybody. Hello, Gamblestein. How do you do? So we're through 13 rounds now. We have Jalen Hurts and Sam Darnold, Omarion Hampton, Chase Brown, Rico Dowdle, Kenneth Gainwell. Wide receivers, Jackson Smith and Jigba stacked up with the double stack with Shaheed. Devonta Smith stacked up with Hurts. I actually passed on Goddard for Brenton Strange, which is it's different. Michael Wilson, Michael Pittman, and then Colson Loveland, Brenton Strange. I think this seems pretty solid. I have Kamani Vidal rated way above most people, apparently. I'm like positive that he's going to move up. Like the man did nothing but prove that he's a solid guy. He has Mike McDaniel as an offensive coordinator now, and all of the same buzz that goes for Hampton and all the people who like Hampton, as Two Mules is pointing out, like he doesn't understand it. It's an offensive environment bet, and Hampton has an absolute load of talent. But like all of those same things go towards Kamani Vidal, right? They just spent a 1st-round pick on Hampton. I don't see them spending much more capital there. And Vidal, like, has proven he's fine enough, like, for them to keep as a backup. And if we expect that offense to be explosive or be a good offense, I don't understand why Kamani Vidal isn't going around like these other guys. Like I do like Emmett Johnson a little more. I will admit to that. We could just take a 3rd tight end here. Yeah, we're gonna take a 3rd tight end. Probably not needed, but it gives us a triple stack. It gives us all of Darnold's weapons. I feel like Jalen Hurts will be either 15-20% or drafters portfolio, or 2 to 4% based off his price. Or a drafters. Okay. If he stays at the current price, like I'm going to end up 15%. Like especially when you because last year you had to spend these 2 picks on him. This year you get Devonta Smith here and then Hurts there. Like, and they fired their offensive coordinator. They don't have anybody hired yet, but they fired their offensive coordinator. or at least I haven't heard that they've hired anybody. This is probably a spot to take Singleton. I've got a bunch of older guys here. I do need a little youth in my team. Like, I could have taken Adonai Mitchell, but I think Singleton makes sense here as well. Singleton's a guy that the community is going to steam up. I want to get all of my Singleton now because I don't know how much I'm going to love him as he goes up the board. Kind of like JCM last year. We all know, you all heard me last year. I thought he was fine for a good pick to a fine pick. Not one I was making, but one I understood all the way up until like the 10th, like 9th, 10th round. And at that point I was iffy about it. And to be honest, like, he had some pretty big spikes. So like, I wasn't necessarily right in that, but he also like lost his job to Chris Rodriguez. So it's hit or miss there. And like, that's kind of where I view Singleton. Like, I think that I want my shares late. That's just where I'm at. And Claiborne keeps dropping. And man, like, if you want a spike week guy, Claiborne is a spike week guy. He may not, like, he's a risky player. Like, he has some holes in his game. But the things he does well, he does extremely well. And the man is insanely fast. Like, I don't know. Maybe Bayou will know for sure. But like, does Claiborne return punts? Because I feel like he's a guy that could be a kick or punt returner and be pretty good at that with his like, he has crazy straight line speed. He doesn't have as much side to side movement as I would like for somebody with that much speed. But like, you get him in a one cut system. Like, if that man goes to San Francisco and he and CMC gets hurt, you like absolutely watch out. Like, he would be awesome. Like, just like anybody would be good there, but like, I think he would be just awesome. Okay, I figured he did. I just hadn't looked into that yet. Mostly kick return in college. Got it. Yeah, I figured he was a returner just by the way he plays the game. We'll take Jeremy Bernard here. The coaching staff at Alabama says he is the best player on the Alabama team. So I don't want to, like, I want some of him. I'm not going to be 40% like some other people will. And hey, I get it. Like, get your guys. Like, absolutely get your guys. So what quarterbacks are left? Nothing, huh? Jacoby Brissett. I think I just take a shot at Jacoby here. Yeah, I think I just take a shot at Jacoby here. We have the extra pick. We're definitely good there. I feel lost. I feel absolutely lost. The man sniped me. All right, so yeah, we're gonna take a shot at Rashad Bateman. This late, I think Bateman's a fine pick. I took 0 of him 2 years ago when he was down here. That was a mistake. I don't believe it's going to work. I believed in him last year. That didn't work. We've seen a little bit of Devontae Walker kind of play well whenever he got a chance last year. We're going to see completely new things in Baltimore this year, though. So hopefully, I mean, Bateman was probably the worst. Like, nobody talks about how bad of a pick Rashad Bateman was last year. Like, I mean, just one of the absolute worst picks. The man, 13 games. So in 13 games, he had 19 receptions, 224 yards, 2 touchdowns, a 54% catch percentage. His ADOT was high. Yards per route run or yards per reception was high. His red zone, which he had a bunch the year before, he still got 7 or 12 red zone targets, and he had 7 receptions, and he turned that into 2 touchdowns. Like all of the numbers just don't show anything, right? Like he was not good. His points per snap, his PP snap was 0.08. His PP touch was 2.31. He just wasn't allowed to touch. No touching for Bateman. So like I get it. Like I don't know why part of it was Lamar was out a lot too, right? Like, but even when Lamar was in the game, like he had a bunch of drops. I didn't look. How many drops did he have? He only had 3 drops. I feel like it was more. Omar Cooper to me is one of the best values on the board overall. So we're going to go ahead and take him. It gives us 2 late round rookies. There's a college all-star game tonight with some of these guys you've talked about. Yeah, that's because somebody asked me if I've seen the Senior Bowl stuff. I've not seen the Senior Bowl stuff, but I've been hearing some stuff from the East-West Shrine game. And like, what channel is that on, by the way? Because I'll probably watch it. Is it? I assume ESPN's probably putting that on. I assume my ESPN Plus subscription, which I'm about to cancel since I don't have to watch NFL anymore on it. A lot of PP talk coming on. Well, it's kind of weird because we were really, really quiet. Like Lutz hadn't said anything in the chat for a while until the PP talk started. Hey, thank you, Steve. And then all of a sudden, he's out here. Okay, so could just take George Holani here. Devin Neal's a good pick. Najee. I think this is a. We'll take Holani. Yeah, I know you were. I'm just giving you crap. All right, so we are done with the first draft. This is a very low projected team. Congratulations to me. We have Jalen Hurts, Sam Darnold, running backs, Omarion Hampton, Chase Brown, Rico Dowdle, Kenneth Gainwell, Nicholas Singleton, George Holani. I don't believe that Sharps is going to be ready next year. At this point, like with the information I have now, I don't believe that. Now, Seattle's very live to draft somebody this year, like extremely live to draft somebody. Like I would honestly be very shocked if Seattle doesn't spend a draft pick on a running back this year. NFL Network and nice. Thank you, Steve. But we had Sam Darnold, so we went ahead and took it. Like Holani looked fine whenever he played this year, and if they don't address it, I think he's an okay pick, and it's the 20th round. Wide receivers: JSN, Devonta Smith, Michael Wilson, Michael Pittman, Rashid Shaheed, Jeremy Bernard, Bateman, and Omar Cooper Jr. I think this is a very, very solid wide receiver room. Like we have a bunch, like 6 guys who are for sure guys. And then 2 rookies, and Bateman is in his own little world, probably doing nothing. Tight ends: Colston Loveland, Brenton Strange, and A.J. Barner. Time to look at the communities teams. We'll get to Los Amos after we get to this comment. Do you feel with all the firings and lackluster hires at the Chiefs, are in an even better spot to get back to the Super Bowl next year. I don't know. Like, I'll tell you this: if we take Jeremiah Love, I don't think we're in a good spot at all. I'm going to be very consistent this year that I do not want my Chiefs to take Jeremiah Love, and it has zero to do with Jeremiah Love as a talent. It has everything to do with we're negative 55 million under the cap, or we're negative 55 to the cap right now. And we need offensive line. We absolutely need offensive line. And if we don't have an offensive line, guess what Jeremiah Love's going to do? What Genty did last year. Like, not to that extent, but like we should try to sign somebody. That's why I'm pretty big on us signing. Like, I think we may be like the Algier plus Kenneth Gainwell team. I think we could just sign 2 free agents and then draft offensive line. Andy Reid likes offensive line, and he knows how important it is. I completely whiffed. I thought that we were done with the draft. Oh well, I like Devin Neal at cost, so all good. That's why you put rankings in. I might have taken Ty Simpson there, probably not, but yeah. But I think if we take offensive line and it works, I think we're in an okay spot. But then at the same time, I think that both the Broncos and the Chargers are better teams at the moment. So even though, like, I don't know. Like, I think that they're better teams. I could see Kansas City finishing third in the division again next year. All right. But I mean, it's way too early, all that stuff. I don't think that Kansas City has the best. I think the Chargers have the best path to the Super Bowl next year right now. So Losimo here has Drake May, Kyler Murray, JJ McCarthy, running backs, Josh Jacobs, Jalen Warren, Bashaw Tootin, Sean Tucker, Brian Robinson, and Adam Randall. I've been taking some. I watched some Adam Randall. I like Adam Randall. And then Lutz posted a draft to where Herzig was in, and Herzig took Adam Randall at the end. So I think like he is good. He's 230. The man's 230 pounds. Used to play wide receiver. He had 1 year of college running back, and he's drafted as a running back right now. So I think he's a really good pick. Then Puka Nacua, Christian Watson, Mike Evans, Jordan Addison, Jaden Reed, Juwan Jennings, Casey Concepcion, Jalen Noel, Brock Bowers, Hunter Henry, and Dalton Schultz. Very solid, like usual. Bayou Bengal, out here trying new things. Tyler Shuck, Cam Ward, DeAndre Swift, Ramondre, Tyler Algier, David Montgomery, Sharbs, Alvin Kamara, Najee. Wide receivers, CeeDee Lamb, Jefferson, A.J. Brown, Garrett Wilson, Parker Washington, Wan'Dale Robinson, the Washington combination, Devon Vele, and Alec Iomanor. Tight ends, Laporta, Parkinson, and Okonkwo. Okonkwo being a free agent is actually pretty fun. I've not got there yet, but it is fun. Quarterback, we have Dak 488 Lamb here, Rick Cruiser, and Jaden Daniels, Brock Purdy, Jordan Love. Running backs, Derrick Henry, Breece Hall, Travis Etienne, Kabani Vidal, Rashad White, Austin Eckler. That's the first time I've seen him taken. He's like an Achilles tear at his age. I know it was early in the season. It is very scary. Wide receiver, Amon St. Brown, Amon Ra, Carnell Tate, Alec Pierce. And at pick 80, I think Alec Pierce makes some sense. Brandon Ayuk, Jacoby Lane, Chimere DK, Ryan Flournoy, love that pick. Xavier Legette, Tucker Kraft, George Kittle, and Cade Otton. Then we got game tight here. Lamar Jackson, Bryce Young, Malik Willis, all the rookie running backs. No fear. Devon Achane, carry me. Jeremiah Love, Jadarian Price, Katron Allen, Emmett Johnson, Damon Claiborne. Wide receivers, McMillan, Waddle, BTJ, Denzel Boston, Elijah Surratt, Trey Harris, Malik Washington, Darnell Mooney. Tight end, Mark Andrews, JT Sanders, and Mason Taylor. I've not taken JT Sanders yet, but he is on my card to take, possibly. Go cards here. Mahomes, Bo Nix, CJ Stroud. Love those three. You have one guy possibly for first 4 weeks or so, but like, I mean, I don't know about the Bo Nix. I've not heard. Has anybody heard real news on how long Bo Nix may be out? Or is everybody just assuming he's going to be back like early in the season? I've not been researching it. I don't actually know. Ashton Genty, Saquon Barkley, Kyron Williams, Cam Scadaboo, Brashard Smith. Wide receivers, Sutton, Pearsall, Diggs, Debo, Pat Bryant, Tank Dell, Zachariah Branch. He's a fun prospect for sure. Jalen Royals, Christian Kirk, and then Tyler Warren, Travis Kelce, and Njoku. I was actually, whenever I was talking about taking Mahomes earlier, I was going to do it with taking Royals and Travis Kelce. So that is it on those. 12 weeks according to okay. Oh, if it's only 3 months, then yeah, we're fully in. Yeah, we're fully in then. All right, so we are now gonna shift on over to drafters, and we're gonna do a drafters $10 early championship, and we're gonna join it right now. We are waiting on 4 more people. And for those of you who are not on drafters, if you want to sign up on drafters, it is total points over here. You can use promo code WHO, capital H, 2 little O's, a 100% deposit match for up to $100. And yeah, I like the look over here. It's a little different, and we have you get this little button that not everybody ever clicks. Like, just it usually gets to like 8, but if everybody clicks it, you get to start the draft early. And it's only a 1-minute timer, unlike DK's notorious 2-minute timers. But yeah, I not looked at the ADPs over here at all. No idea. Last year, they basically, like last year, if I remember right, like it kind of looked like they released a couple days after Underdog, and it looked like they just kind of loosely threw Underdog rankings at it, or what the other places had rankings at, and they didn't adjust for full point PPR. So drafters is season long, so it's marathon scoring if you're coming from Underdog, and it is full point PPR. So there are definitely differences here, and I like it over here. They usually drop a lot of like mini contests as well, and that's what I like. It gets me my fix sometimes. We got 2 mules in here at the 105. I got the 111. Corey Drellick here at the 108. We got Lutz at the 112. Oh, man, and Brock missed it. He messaged me earlier. I told him I was going to stream it for my second one. Hold on a second. I need to remove my logo. Okay, so at 54 minutes is when this started. So 54 minutes. drafters first draft. So this is my first draft over here. We are looking at ADP for the first time. Oh, you just read your... Oh, nice. Chat just out here getting along. Look at that. Look at that. So yeah, on drafters, you can click this little button right here and hate yourself too. If you want this view, you can have this view. You're welcome. You can have it. I don't want it. I want this view. Where is Pitts? I mean, they're doing what they did last year. Basically getting a day or two of do I want... I'm gonna take James Cook over Achane this time. That's the first time I've taken James Cook this year. I wanted to make sure Joe Brady got head coach before I took him, basically. I think Achane is the better click, though. Like, I think it's pretty easily him. Luckbox took Jefferson at 10 here. All right, so do I want Genty? I think I just want Malik Neighbors. Yeah, we're going to take Malik Neighbors. I don't know what I'm planning on doing right now. So I'll let you know. Like, to fire off another draft, I think we got to get to 30 likes. If we get to 30 likes, we will fire off a fourth draft or a third draft. I'm kind of like, I figured out how to do the CapCut stuff. I made my my intro video today. I got some feedback. That's what I wanted. I wanted feedback. First time I've ever tried to make a video. So I'm gonna go back in the lab. Probably, like, I'll be in the lab tomorrow, like messing with things, for sure. But so Malik Neighbors is one of those guys I'm just really, really in on this year. And if we get to the 30 likes, we're going to do we'll do a poll to see if we want to do a big board or a drafters main or a drafters big board, basically. So if we get there, we'll just take a vote, and whatever people want is what people get. I appreciate somebody liked it. I think Jamie liked it as well. I wasn't like it. The longest time took me to figure out what part of the song timed out a little, like, okay with the stuff I had, because I screwed up and I clipped the videos too short initially. So that it's just a learning experience. Jeremiah Love is still here. Like, Two Mules taking Kenneth Walker at 20. That is, wow. Like, that's the highest I've seen Kenneth Walker go. I mean, if I don't know where he steams up, if, like, the second he gets a landing spot, he's either steaming up or falling, right? So, I mean, Jeremiah Love at 27, that's awesome. Good for that guy. Like, if he gets the franchise tag, the pick at 20 might be justified later. The problem is that, like, he's almost 100% there at pick 29. Like, so unless there's just nobody else you like in that area, I know you take your guys. I love it. I love just getting your guys. But if you like any of these other guys more than Chase Brown, like I've not seen Kenneth Walker go that early. But if you want 100% of them, like that, you might have to do that in time. All right, so we have James Cook and Malik Neighbors. Josh Allen's still on the board. That's interesting. Very interesting. Like I'll take some Josh Allen with James Cook if it comes back, but of course it did not. Travis Etienne is one, like, I slightly prefer Brees to Etienne. I was really hoping to get Ladd there. We're going to take Devontae Adams, though. And we're going to take one of those two unless he takes both. Yeah, Jeremiah could be anything. He could even be Kenneth Walker. Right? Yeah. Yeah, he could. I figured Lutz would take those exact players. Those are the two players. Like, I wanted one of those two back, but I was pretty sure he was taking McMillan and Brees. And Brees. Yeah, and like if he gets re-signed, their offensive coordinator is gone, right? So like it is even up there. I'm not sold that ETN stays with Jacksonville. Like, and I think that if ETN hits the open market, he just lands in a worse spot. Like right now, taking Travis Etienne, if he doesn't land back with Jacksonville, there's very, very few spots that his ADP is worth where he's being taken right now. So I just have that's why I have Brees ahead of him. Like I personally like Scattaboo over ETN, like in a vacuum, but the Scattaboo click is pretty scary. Like there's so many unknowns there, right? So like I get not liking it, and I get his ADP, and I think his ADP is fair where it's at. But we've been saying, like, I've been seeing people take Scattaboo at 37 over and over again. Like over half the drafts I've done, like I know his ADP says 47 or whatever, but half the drafts I've done on Underdog, Scattaboo goes at pick 37. Like it's almost always the 12 hole, just bringing them up the board all the way across, no worries. Like I'm definitely not a no worries guy. So when I don't know if Drafters is listening, but like when we're doing dailies on Drafters, there's an extra button here that says flex that basically just kicks out quarterback. Like, can we get that for these drafts? Or can we get the ability to click two and just see, like, or to click one off like you can on Underdog? Like that's the like only thing I don't like about Drafters is you have your overall ranking and then you can click by position, but you can't separate multiple positions. It's a very minor inconvenience, to be honest. It's just something I know they already have the code in for because I've did their dailies and they have a flex button there to where you can click it to just avoid quarterbacks. So I know at least that part's already in their code somewhere. So it'd be absolutely free for them to just add. Like I love the website though. Like, and I actually have a team pretty live for maybe not first, but probably I think I could get to second in the Drafters second chance. There's a guy who has me covered up everywhere except for he has Stephon Diggs versus my Kayshon Boutte. He's the only other person with like Travion. Like if Travion Henderson randomly has a good game, what's weird is nobody up top has Ramondre. So there, I could definitely fall from 25th, but I'm 25th with 7 players in the Super Bowl. 5 Seahawks, like the main 5 Seahawks you want. I don't have Shaheed. I have Cooper Kupp versus Shaheed, and then I have both running backs. I have Travion and Kenneth Walker. I have Sam Darnold. We're gonna get back to this real quick. We'll take Jordan Tyson. I haven't taken a single share of Mekhi Lemon anywhere. That's it. Is that the price of Ramondre on Underdog? Yeah. I think I'm fine with those two, and then taking Lemon here. I think I'm pretty dead in drafters, says Brought. 34th in FFPC, $35 though. Oh, nice. Yeah, so you need Stevenson. I don't need Stevenson, but you need Stevenson. Are you the highest? How many people ahead of you have Stevenson plus JSN? That's the question. Like, have you looked through the top 30 teams yet? I assume you have. Tons. Okay, so you can't really move up. You can only move down, kind of situation. That feels bad. If that's what's going on. I don't know. Maybe he's on Twitter. It shows for me that he's on. Is he blocked or something? Hold on a second. It's popping up for me in StreamYard. Why is it not? Yeah, I don't know. Because on my YouTube feed over here, it's not showing his chats. So 19 teams have it. Got it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Because he's showing up as the chats in my StreamYard, but it's not showing up on the other side. Wild. So yeah, we got through 6 rounds. We have James Cook, ETN, Neighbors, Adams, and double rookies, Tyson and Lemon. We will be drafting vets late, most likely. Change it to live. Yep, there it is. Yep, there we go. I don't know why it didn't have that anyway. Thank you, Pepper Tony. Yeah, I don't. Why would Top Chat like? Yeah, there we go. You have been revealed from the abyss. You're welcome, sir. And remember, if you guys want another draft, we need to get to 30 likes. We're at 26. We'll probably get there by the end of the stream or by the end of this draft. And if we get to 30, we are going to do a poll to see if we're going to draft over here on Drafters or if we're going to draft on Underdog. So somebody doesn't want me to do a draft. Thank you. Thanks for the moral support, guy. I'm sure you just hit it again, but it is pretty funny to watch. Have a shot to split 50-50 in the mitten with 7 players. How many? Oh, with just one other person? What run out do you need? PP Punch. Yeah. You're for whatever reason you're not considered part of the top chat. I guess YouTube's telling you to get better, Brat. That's all I know. I have a finals team in the way too early, but only 3 players left. What's up, Nice and Blunt? How we doing? How are we doing? And if you guys aren't subscribed to Nice and Blunt, they have a really good channel as well. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen his stuff. Definitely more polished than mine. I mean, yes, please. We will just take the naked Jalen Hurts there. And then yeah, we'll take Hurts, and then we will. Goddard went. Goddard is a free agent. Why is Stephon Diggs falling so far? I'll take a shot on Diggs. I need somebody early in the season for those two anyway. 40 HM for $45. I just did the 2. Where are you at, Bayou? Oh, you're number 45 and 82 in FFPC? Hell yeah. Hey, remember who told you about it? Who told you about it? If you have a good finish there. Yeah, Bayou Bengal and Scott. Yep. Need Darnold over May. I agree there. Forget which is the unique, but Darnold, Mondre, Walker, JSN, Rashid, Shaheed, Diggs, and Henry. I kind of feel like the Henry would be unique on that because most of the Darnold teams probably have AJ Barner, right? All of the Darnold teams I see, at least at the top of the drafters pod, all of those are AJ Barner teams, and there's like 0 Hunter Henry. It's pre-NFL draft. People are hyped about the young and hate the olds. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we see people fall all the time, and not the rookies very often. Final team in way too early. Need Shaheed, Henderson, and Diggs to go off. 6 live players. I mean, I think that feels fine. I'm there. I don't need Diggs, but I need Hendo. Yeah, Peanut Punch is sharp. I vote another big board. Well, to vote, we have to get the numbers. I'd be in 14 if this team had, if you were in the $200. Oh, so the $35 points is higher than the $200 one. So for a third draft, we need 4 more likes. We need 4 more likes. And like I said, now that I've figured out the video stuff, tomorrow I am going to do the video I've been talking about for a long time. We're going to make a video for the draft queue. I think I'm going to make it 15 seconds. Like instead of a 10-second countdown, have like a 15-second countdown. But definitely going to do that tomorrow and have that. Like I know how to do it now. It shouldn't really take that long to set up. So we're going to get that set up tomorrow. I'm going to do a lot of changes. I'm going to like I've got less info on the rookies this year because I've been investing more time into actual stream quality. I will get through the rookies later. I should be further than I am, but like I've just been focusing on a different aspect this year than I did last year. All right, so man. I need one of these quarterbacks, right? I don't know. Chuba shouldn't be here. Like, Chuba just shouldn't be there. Why is Chuba there? Why was Chuba there at all? That's crazy. So I'm trying to. I think with Chuba, I can set myself up. Well, I was gonna take Coker and set myself up for Bryce Young. I was. Guess what? I'm not doing anymore. We'll take Jordan Love. It's fine. I was in quite a few drafts with, yeah. He's a sharp drafter. Always drafts within his own lanes. It's nice to be in drafts with people who stay in their lane. It's also nice to be in drafts with people who have absolutely no idea and give you values. That is not what Peanut Punch does, like at all. Yeah. I mean, I've never had good luck. Like, I've not had a good season in best ball yet. It'll come. Like, it's a high variance game, and an entire season is one slate, right? So, not having success in a single year is like it obviously sucks, but like if you're doing weeklies, you're gonna miss on some weeks, right? Like you're gonna miss pretty big on some weeks. So like if you miss the first 4 weeks, like that's the same of being like, and then you hit big in the 5th week. That doesn't feel bad because it's not 5 years, right? In best ball, that could just be 5 years. So, all right. So Elijah Surratt and Worthy falling in this pod. What's going on to cause all these people to fall? What's Two Mules doing over here? We got JSN, Walker, Chase Brown, Zay Flowers, Javonte Williams, Tucker Kraft. I love the Tucker Kraft value. Got him at 68 though. Michael Wilson, Michael Pittman, Brock Purdy, and Britton Strange. Yeah, I mean, I like the team. Like if you zone out, you don't look at the ADPs and look at the team that you built. I feel like it's a really, like it's a solid team. Yeah, there's tons of good content out there. Like I personally try to watch everything that, like, anytime I see Justin Herzig doing anything, I go watch. Like, undeniably, the man is the best at best ball, and I doubt anybody would disagree. He's got results, and he continually gets results, right? Like, it's not like very few people continually have had results. And like a great player and a great player is going to have results almost every week in a during a best ball season, during slates, right? A good player is going to have success some weeks, right? Enough success to make up for the weeks they don't do good. But a great player is going to find something and be at least near profitable every week, right? And that's Herzig is close. Like, I don't know if he's been profitable every year, but I would assume he's been profitable almost every year. Like, he's, I think, pretty unquestioned the best player. Are these players just stuck at the top of my queue, or Mac Hollins, Cam Ward? Like, the quarterbacks dried up really fast. Like, I knew they would. That's why I took Jordan Love. Lutz didn't have any. Oh, he has McMillan too. I wasn't even paying attention to that. I absolutely would have went Coker and then Bryce Young. And I wouldn't even felt bad about it. Honestly, I wouldn't have felt bad about it at all. All right, so I'm pretty out on Woody Marks, but that kind of feels okay. We're going to take Algier first because I think Algier should be first. No, I was saying if you didn't take Jalen Coker, because I took Chuba, I would have taken Jalen Coker there, and then I would have taken Bryce here. Or I would have taken Bryce there. Like, that's why I took Jordan Love. I would have pivoted to the Carolina stack. I was kind of hoping. I'll take it. I'll take Woody Marks there. I don't like it, but it's pick 134. I think it's fine. Got to run. Go do my drafts now. Hey, have a great day. And for those of you who are just joining, if you're not subscribed to Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network, go over there and give him a shout as well. I think he's going to be streaming in the mornings on days he is not at work, and I think his rookie videos are coming out pretty soon, he was saying. So he does rookie content as well. So if you want to see a different opinion on rookies, he will have a full guide out here fairly soon. Last year, I think you got like something like 20 running backs deep and like close to 30 wide receivers deep or something. I can't remember exactly. I remember watching it. And let me tell you something, and he will tell you this as well. He doesn't go with everybody's opinion on things. He has his own opinion. If he thinks a guy who's rated 12th is third best, he's going to tell you. So there are players that he's going to like a lot more than everybody, and there's players he's going to hate a lot more than everybody. So, but I would recommend to check it out for sure. But yeah, I expected like almost zero Woody Marks. But we got some Woody Marks now. Yay. I have like no stacks on this team. None. Everything's going like I took Jalen Hurts. I was hoping Jalen Hurts at 83 is some insane stuff. Like I hope his ADP doesn't stay there because I really don't want my portfolio to be tied to Jalen Hurts. It feels like Kyler is going to be here for me as well. But yeah, I don't have anybody I can stack up with Jalen Hurts here. So, or with Jordan Love. This Pepper Tony knows who I'm going to take in the last round of this draft. It's time for our boy to resurface. Mike Rob's favorite player. Uh, or no, it wasn't Mike Robb. I'm sorry, Mike Robb. It was Eddie from Fanspeak was talking crap about him in the Fanspeak chat earlier today. My boy Savion Williams might surface here with this team. Romeo Dobbs literally went to pick before me. I know he's a free agent, but like I would have at least attempted that. I might just keep the naked Jordan Love. I think it's fine. Probably also take a Malik Willis or something here. I don't know. I definitely I really wanted Juwan Johnson is what I really wanted. This is feeling like a 4 tight end team though. Might be done at those five running backs. I think those 5 running backs are solid. I think I definitely want another. What do we like? We'll wait. It looks like nobody wants Fernando Mendoza, and everybody else goes later. The Malik Willis price on this site is wrong, for sure. I can't pass that Pat Bryant at this price. I don't. I hope he's not there because I need to take 2 tight ends here. But yeah, we'll take Pat Bryant. We'll figure things out later. Like Pat Bryant at 155. Like maybe he falls there, but I'll tell you what, I'm gonna have too much of him if that's his price on Drafters. I haven't even been able to pay attention to the board to see why certain players are falling so much. You get the Barner. Yeah, I like all those. What's up, Steve? How we doing? We're up to needing one more like for a 3rd draft. Decided we would do drafters. Try our first one over here. Been kind of wild. Jalen Hurts comes at 83. I got Chuba at 107. I got Algier at 131. He's moving up. I got Woody Marks down here at 134. Like I don't expect to get much Marks, but if he's there, like Pat Bryant fell a lot. All the quarterbacks went like this guy, Dart, Mahomes, and Jaden Daniels. Like I get it. Like you're not sure if Mahomes going to make it back. You're stacked everywhere, and you have Jaden and Puka. Like I actually like the team a lot. Like I really do like the Hawk Tua's team. Like I ain't gonna lie, I like it quite a bit. But yeah, like so Concepcion went. Did Singleton go yet? Singleton is still there. We'll queue him up. Malik Willis did go. I was hoping Malik Willis fell back. 2 mules, too smart for that. Brock Purdy, Cam Ward, and Malik Willis. I might end with just these 2 quarterbacks, but it definitely doesn't feel good. I have no stacks. Like I had to take Jordan Love where I did. I didn't really have anybody to take stacks with. If I didn't, like Cam Ward went at 125 in this room. Like I guess I could have just backstacked CJ Stroud, but I would have still been a 3 quarterback team. This is the first look. It is definitely different. It feels like the quarterback scarcity is even higher. I don't know exactly what pushed that up, but like it definitely feels like the quarterback scarcity stuff is a little higher. Like they're a little more on alert for that over here. Like I literally have no options for stacks at all. I can't even like go for the Tua thing. I'll just take a Michael Penix here. Like we'll take Michael Penix and we'll do the thing that we'll take like a super late round. David Njoku. Like I think there's a reasonable chance that Njoku just follows and ends up in Atlanta and they let Kyle Pitts walk. I think it's I don't like by reasonable chance. I mean, I think there's like a 15-20% chance that happens, right? Like it's not like Njoku without a stacked quarterback is a bad thing, right? But it's just something that I think could happen during free agency. Yeah, we'll take a shot on T Ferg here as well. We got a little Ram stack going. Let's do this. I wish whenever I moved this on drafters, it would like I wish I could snap it like 3 picks or 3 boxes. Yeah, so overall, like Xavier Worthy fell to 128 here. Concepcion went there. Elijah Surratt went after Concepcion. Jaden Higgins at 142. Like that's kind of where I like him anyway. Antonio Pierce fell to kind of a range that I don't hate him as much at 89. Parker Washington got pulled up to 71. 2 Mules took Kenneth Walker here at 20. Like I like the team he's built out though. Like it makes more sense than mine. I don't have any stacks. And like with Jalen Hurts, you don't necessarily need to stack him, right? But you kind of want Jordan Love stacked. I just don't. If they could just take an early, like they're not gonna have a draft pick high enough to take either one of those guys. Maybe Lemon. Maybe Lemon. So there, and Jeremiah Love fell to 27. Like, I was thinking that Love may kind of stay over here. I know Genty last year stayed over there for a while, like was over there the first few days, and then he rose up. I personally don't think that he's as good of a prospect as Genty. And like, I'm not saying like he's way worse. I just think like he's closer to Hampton than Genty as a prospect. And I've not gotten into my deep research yet, so I may change that. But yeah, stacks do matter less on drafters for sure. That's why I was okay with it, with taking Love where I did. But like, Love was the last okay quarterback left. I could have went with Baker and backstacked him a little, but I mean, I guess you can't. Like, what do? Take Tez Johnson? Yeah, because you're just looking for the raw points here, right? Every week, all you're looking for is raw points. All right, so what do we have here? And also injuries matter a lot more over here. I will look in a bit. I think he went at, I think it was like 75 or something. Yeah, I want another wide receiver here. I took Penix. We're going to take Darnell Mooney. Darnell Mooney's kind of a cut candidate. PPR Tyler was looking at it yesterday. They saved like $11 million cutting Darnell Mooney this year or something, which feels like he probably won't be there if that's the case. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and take Njoku here. Oh no, I'm not. Njoku went it. Corey Drellick takes him. Nice. We'll take. Do we want Jeremy Bernard here? Do we want one of these running backs? Need to look down the list and see if there's anybody. I think we just take Jeremy and be done at wide receiver. All right, so let's look at the top of the board again here. Brian Thomas Jr., Parker Washington went at 71. Brian Thomas at 82. He went the pick before me. And I think I still take, I don't know, I don't know if I take Brian Thomas or Jalen Hurts there. I might end up taking Jalen Hurts. I might end up taking Brian Thomas if he's there. I don't know. If I notice it, I probably do. If I don't notice it, I obviously take Jalen Hurts still, and then I'm mad at myself. Anything else that stands out? Not really. Juwan Jennings, a player that I thought I moved up enough, but apparently I haven't moved up enough. Chris Godwin at 135. He fell. Travis Hunter's at 140. Jerry Jeudy, 141. Nothing seems incredibly out of place, right? Walker's about a round too early, but if you want to get that combination, it makes sense. It's fine. Love fell, but nothing ahead of it was crazy, right? I could see an argument for Rashee Rice, Kyron, or Olave. I'm not getting there on Kyron, but I could see it with all these other picks. I personally have Love one spot after Derrick Henry this year. I get that. If you don't want to go double, this guy just probably doesn't like Jeremiah Love. So all of the other picks make sense, right? I'm Love over Walker, but there is a way, there's definitely a path that happens this season that Kenneth Walker steams up. If Seattle franchises Walker and then doesn't draft anybody, he's going to absolutely skyrocket. All right, so everybody says quarterbacks. 3 quarterbacks is right. I kind of agree. I'm going to end up going more towards 2 quarterbacks if the current ADPs stay as they are. If I have to spend 3 before round 10 picks to get 3 quarterbacks in general, I'm going to be doing it. And if I'm going to have to take Bryce Young in round 12 or CJ Stroud in round 12, I don't think I'm going to get there. So I might just take 2 early and be comfortable. If I get a third one in round 15, 16, great. If I don't, great. I think that is probably what I'll adapt to. We have a new poll up in just a second. Next draft, big board or drafters? We hit the 30 likes. Congratulations. After this, I will do a review of my team If Lutz and Mules wants a review, they can say something. If Corey's in the chat and they want a review, they can say something as well. But I will review if you guys want reviews, but I will go over my team either way. I don't even want to review my team, but we're here. We're doing it. We're doing the thing. Yeah, I know you can only do drafters. Yep, we'll do Mule. All right, so we'll take Noah Gray. Like, I think James Cook, Etienne, Hubbard, Algier, and Marks is enough at running back. Like, I don't have any rookies there, so I feel fine at 5. And I don't like I think I want 4 tight ends on this team. What's up, Corey? I figured you were here. Oh, I've been predicting this for weeks, like for like a month. Like, I've been saying quarterbacks are going to be steamed to an incredible degree. I don't think it's even close to being done. I think we're going to see like just an insane amount of I think here pretty soon, Tyler Shuck at 119 is going to be common. I think I think that this Jalen Hurts at 83 stuff is going to seem absolutely silly whenever every draft we have Baker, like all of these other guys going in the 90s. Like, I mean, you can argue, I guess you could argue Bo versus and Mahomes, and like, I'm not going to argue Stafford and Dak too much over Jalen Hurts at 83 though, right? Like, so I think that Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels and I think all of these quarterbacks might push up around. Josh Allen's been falling too, which is crazy. Like, with as fast as the quarterbacks have been going, like the fact that Josh Allen has been falling in most of the drafts I'm doing is ludicrous to me. All right, so we got a 3-5-8-4. Jalen Hurts, Jordan Love, Michael Penix. Running backs, James Cook, Etienne, Hubbard, Algier, Woody Marks. No fun, no rookies. Wide receivers, Adams, Malik Neighbors, Adams, Jordan Tyson, Mekhi Lemon, Diggs, Pat Bryant, Darnell Mooney, Jeremy Bernard. Tight ends, Mark Andrews, Terrence Ferguson, Noah Gray, and Michael Trigg. 2 mules from the 5-hole. You got Brock Purdy, Cam Ward, and Malik Willis. Running backs, Kenneth Walker, Chase Brown, Javonte Williams, Tajay, Braylon Allen. I love the Braylon Allen price. Like, I'm taking him about this spot in a lot of drafts. I really like that value. Wide receivers, you got the JS. You don't have the stack for JSN, but like Steve said, stacking matters less in drafters. It's still nice, but it does matter a little less. Wide receivers, JSN, Zay, Michael Wilson, Michael Pittman, Travis Hunter, Adonai Mitchell, Chimere DK, Trey Tucker, and Dontavian Wicks. Tight ends, Tucker Kraft, Brenton Strange, and Chiga Okonkwo. Like I said, I feel like I don't like what you did with Kenneth Walker, but like, as I was seeing it, I'm like, whenever I look at the roster at the end, all that matters is the end product. And this end product looks good. So, like, the ADP doesn't matter as long as the end product looks fine, right? And this looks serviceable. Like, this looks like something that can do damage. So I don't mind the team. We got Corey here at the 8 spot? I guess I could just look at your first pick and figure it out. That'd probably be the smart way. We got a 2-7-8-3. Baker Mayfield, JJ McCarthy. Somebody felt the wrath of the quarterbacks. Running backs, Amarian Hampton, Bucky Irving, Vaishal Tootin, Rashad White, Jonathan Brooks, Trey Benson, and Jalen Wright. That is a very solid room. I'm in on the take some shots at Jonathan Brooks stuff. I don't know that I want to be like very heavily overweight, but I like the taking a shot or two at Brooks. It kind of sounds like Rico Dowdle doesn't want to be back, from what I heard last week. So I've not heard anything more on that. I've not heard anybody else comment on it, but I heard he had a tweet that said something like it was very negative, like sounded like he didn't really want to go. Wide receivers, Amon-Ra, Luther Burden, Igbuka, Alec Pierce, Jaden Reed. He got the value on Xavier Worthy. He got the KC Concepcion value, and Trey Harris. Most of these guys are guys I've kind of shouted out. Sounds like somebody's been listening. Like, I haven't really talked about Trey Benson that much. I think it's a really sharp pick. All of these players are players that I'm very willing to draft. I like it. Like, if you can get the quarterback there, this is a very solid team. Helping your daughter with her homework and trying to draft, not ideal. Do you want me to review your team or not? We are to your team. Right now, we are getting close to drafting. It is 11 votes. We have 5 for big board and 4 for draft. So if you want me to draft on a certain site, now's the time to put in your vote. We'll go over Lutz's team, apparently whether he wants to or not, and then we will close the poll. So 3, 6, 8, 3. Jared Goff, Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson. Richardson's a dart I haven't made yet. I will make. Devon Achane, Breece Hall, Ja'Cory Cross-Kamara, J.K. Dobbins, Chris Rodriguez, Keaton Mitchell, all solid picks. I got my first share of James Cook. I personally do have Achane over him, but I think it's pretty whatever. Wide receivers, Drake London, McMillan, Tate, Roma Dunze, Ricky Pearsall, Jalen Coker, Tank Dell, and Isaac Tesla. So you took Goff naked and paired him. Oh no, you had Laporta, and then you did the thing that made sense. And then you did get the Bryce Young back. That feels good. Or no, you pulled him way up because I pointed out how much things were going on. Then tight ends, Laporta, Barner, and Freiermuth. Yeah, I like the team. I don't love my team, but I think it's fine, right? I think my team is fine. I don't love it. It's fine. That's it. I don't want this exact team ever again. I'm not excited about it. I'm more excited about Corey's team and Lutz's team. And I think this is a finished product. I don't personally want, I think this team is good. 2 mules. I'm not there on some of it. I think it's fine. Just like mine. But I think I like yours more than mine. So, of the people in the Who crew, I think I drafted the worst team this time. It's all good. Sometimes things don't work out. This time things did not work out. All right, we are about to start. Big board looked like it won. Sorry for the drafters, folks. Poll is getting closed. And we are heading on over to Underdog. And we are going to join a big board. And we're going to join the big board in 10 seconds. I forgot to swap this over. Over under. I'm guaranteeing that we get the location area here. We got 10 more to start. Some of y'all jumped in too early. And some of y'all, oh no, apparently not, because it jumped. We got a couple members in here. And then this will be the last one for the day. I appreciate everybody. I'm having a good time. If you guys want in the chat, let me know. We could pop the intro video I made. I want all the I want all of the I made an intro video today, and it's the first time making a video. I think it turned out okay. I want some feedback. I'm going to go ahead and run it again right now. I don't think it's like I thought it may be too loud. Some people thought people said that one person said it was too loud. Everybody else said it was fine. But here we go. We're going to run the video again. Give me comments. Let me know if you like it, what I could do to improve it, if the volume's too loud, all of that stuff.
Hey, hey, we're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Hey, hey, taming souls in descent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains. From late season voids, he's dropping all the flames. Bestball Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school lobby stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who hates thunder in the names, claiming all the kills, flames, names, games. Legion, wrath of fuse, stone age, torment remains. Bestball eternal, in remains infernal domain. Pterodactyl pigs, screaming, Cayman chaos reigns. Fossil fury fuels the fire, drafting through the veins.
All right, there it is. Yeah, I think it's fine, but I made it, so obviously I think it's fine. Hey, and just in time, we get blessed with a 101. We have coolers at the 104. We have Soul at the 112. Yeah, I mean, I had to end with Scatabo, and like I just had to end with that scene for the I could dress up for you, sir. No, I take that back. I cannot. We're not doing that. No, that is not happening. Oh, we have game tied at the 102. Sorry, I missed you there. Sorry, I missed you. All right, Bijan 101. Yeah, it took me a while to figure out how to make it, so I feel pretty good about it. Everyone seems to like it. Puka and Scatabo is an excellent start and bookend. Yeah. Like I wanted that as the bookend. And that Puka catch, like it's just so good, right? Like it took me a minute to figure out what I wanted my bookend and my start to be, and I went with those. And I was trying to find who was it? There was a player I was trying to find something on, and I just couldn't find the right thing. Who was it? It was somebody down the board a little bit. Let me look at the like. Let me look. I'm pretty sure. It was Nico Collins. Like I was trying to find a Nico Collins clip from this year, and I just couldn't find one. Like, not like an insane play. I know he had some, but he didn't have one that was like correct for the video, in my opinion. So I don't know. He was the other one because I wanted him there because I think he's like the best value on the board right now. Like I think that I think pretty clearly the best value on the board right now is him. All right, so we are at 1 hour 54 minutes. So I forgot to put the timestamp in. So we'll say 1 hour and 52 minutes is when second big board draft happens. I'm gonna try to label all of my streams this year a little better. I'm gonna try to timestamp everything as it happens. So it won't make for the best content while I'm doing it, but I think it'll make the replay value a little bit better. It'll also help me if I want to upload the things and then take things into to take clips out of it. It'll make it a little easier for me to find them as well. So Saquon Barkley is a player who I really, really like at ADP this year, and I haven't been like he's not. Cooler's taken Rice at 21. Man, I felt I got Rashee Rice at 36 yesterday. I was exalted, like so happy about that. I think there's a pretty big tier break at running back at Derrick Henry. They do too. This Nico, this start is pretty common, but I think I'm okay with it. I don't think that I'm going to get a running back in this room, so I want to get too early. Have a Nico as a like an alpha group. I think that it's a really good spot to be. Like, I know there's offensive concerns over there, but the offensive line did get better in the second half of the year. I don't think they're going to have a running game as bad as it is this year. We're live in the Super Bowl. Seems like a good year. Says, this guy is who you played in first round. Like, he's a nice and blunt there. Adam is a Chargers fan. I don't think he's liking the Patriots right now. I know you're in the Super Bowl, Saul. What, as a fan, how likely do you think you are to beat Seattle? I'm curious. I kind of think that if I were to bet it, I would take the points and I would scale them up to 6.5 for Seattle. I think the matchup's not very good for New England, but like in one game, anything can happen, right? Like, I kind of think Seattle could run away with it. Okay, so you're a lot higher on how good you're fully believed on New England's defense as shut down, right? That it's not the offenses you played all struggled with offensive line issues, or they didn't have a quarterback, right? So like there's that is very possible to be true. I mean, Milton Williams is insane, right? Like, Milton Williams is just an insane player. The splits of him in and out of the game, I kind of believe that, like, I can definitely see Kenneth Walker not doing much, right? I can definitely see Kenneth Walker not really getting there this game, and Sam Darnold having to throw the ball. And that is the script of where New England could win too, right? But nobody all season has been able to defend JSN. Yeah. You're getting to like where I'm at too. The thing is like Seattle's defense is so insane. Is the thing. Like, I don't know if you were listening to Steve and I's show. I think we stopped. I think it was like week 12 we stopped, something like that. But we did breakdowns of every single game throughout the regular season. And it was like week 6 or 7. I asked him a question, and it's proven to have been a really good question. because I was like, call me crazy, and this is a lot of hate on Russell Wilson, basically, but I was like, I think that if Seattle stays at the rate that they are and JSN stays elite, I kind of think this Seattle team is a better all-around team than the Seattle team, that the Marshawn Lynch Beastquake Seattle team. I think I think their defense overall is better. Their secondary a little bit behind, but their defensive line and front better. I think the combination of Charbonnet and Walker is like only slightly worse than Marshawn, and the receiving core is just miles ahead. Same with their. All right, so Game Tight does take Scadaboo there. I mean, I'm gonna have bags and bags and bags of this guy, like just bags. Yeah, we'll take Lamar. We'll take Luther Burden. That's the first share of Luther Burden I have. I personally like Rome over him, I think, but I have him back to back. Basically, like they're the same tier. If people are gonna make me take Burden 5 picks ahead, like whatever, we'll just split them up. I want to be in on the Bears offense. Basically, I disagree. See, I kind of disagree. I think this defense is close to Legion of Boom. They're not, like I said, they're not as good on the back end, but the front I think is better. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Could be wrong, could definitely be wrong. But like, I'm glad Drake May got there. I just hope it's a fun game. Like, I mean, for me, I hope Sam Darnold absolutely lights it up, throws 3 touchdowns to Cooper Kupp, and Travion Henderson runs for 4 touchdowns. I don't care who wins the game. I just want that stuff to happen, so my drafters team gets first or second. I mean, that's my feel. Like, I don't have a rooting interest in the game other than my financial rooting interest in the game. So, like, if we could get Travion more than 4 touches, isn't that wild? Like, did I see that right? Did Travion Henderson only have 4 touches in the game last week? All right, so Saul's over here. Hampton, Genty, Drake May, Bucky, Rome, and Kyle Pitts. At not bad. Like, I definitely like Rome at 60 a little more than Burden at 48. We got I can't get to, like, I thought I moved Waddle up enough, and I haven't. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to any of them, but yeah. And by the way, I haven't asked a single time today, but if you're new and you've enjoyed the content, if you could sub, that would be awesome. We're getting kind of close. Like, we're gaining a little steam right now. We're getting reasonably close to 400 subs. I'm going to make a I'm going to end up making a goal for 500 if we can get 500 before the NFL draft. I feel pretty good about that happening. And I think it may be a post-draft marathon stream or something. I think that's probably what we'll do, like a post-draft marathon stream for 5. And if we hit it way before, we'll just make another goal for the marathon stream. So, like, we will definitely do a goal for that. Like, if we don't hit it by then, guess we'll have to set something later. Uh, what's up, Hulk? All right, so what do I want to do here? Um, I think I want Brian Thomas. Do I want to just take... I'm going to take Brian Thomas here. Do I take the Brian Thomas, Trevor Lawrence here? I think I just do that. I just lock up the second quarterback. Kind of like I was saying earlier. I think I'm okay just locking up the second quarterback and just riding with two if everybody's super thirsty. And if everybody's not super thirsty, having Lamar plus Trevor Lawrence and CJ Stroud is fine in 20 rounds. So that's what we're going to start doing, I think, a little bit more. And you can have various guests at like 2 a.m. There are plenty of creators to do it. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm not sure how long the marathon stream will be. I'm definitely going to set a goal. Like, at 1,000 subs, we're doing a 24-hour. Like, that's happening. That way, like, and shout out to BBG because he's doing one if they hit so many as well, along with PPR Tyler. But like, BBG's talking about how he's so old he can't do the 24-hour live stream. How it's going to be so much harder for him because he's old. I'm much older than him, so I'm going to set myself up for it. We'll do it, and we'll see how it goes. Like, I don't know how old you guys think I am, but I think some of you know. Yeah, I know Steven is definitely much older than all of us. So is Two Mules. And by the way, Mules, how's the health going? I know you were battling there for a while. I assume everything's going well now. Hopefully you've calmed down a little and relaxed a little more. I assume that was part of it. But yeah, let me know. Like, obviously you don't need to say anything in the chat. If you want to reach out privately, whatever, talk about something, you're welcome to. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Like, I hadn't seen him in the chat for a while, and it just popped whenever you said I'm old. I said I'm old, and Steve's like, no, I'm old. It reminded me that my buddy Mules was going through some stuff I think it was around Christmas. But all right, so we are through 7 rounds. We have Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence, Bijan, Chase Brown, Nico Collins, Luther Burden, and Brian Thomas. Man, this feels fun. This feels fun. Like, this really, like, I really think this feels fun. I know Game Tight might let me have Laporta having Fannin. We'll see. If I can get either one of those two, I'll be pretty ecstatic. Oh, Coolers doesn't get the Mahomes. All right, we were definitely taking him. I've not taken Blake Corum at ADP yet. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the Chuba here, though. I think Coolers, seeing that everybody had a quarterback, probably tried to push. Oh, he has Daniels. He's fine. Like, he wasn't going to take him at ADP because he had Daniels. I wasn't paying that close of attention. 2 sharps going W Elite in 2026. What a world. Who's the other sharp? Are you considering Kyle Pitts and Tucker Crafty W Elite? Is that what you're doing? No. Yeah, I was like, I don't like. I thought maybe you passed because you seen me in game tight on the end, and you figured you'd come back with just the one guy there, right? Like you just had to pass the one guy. That was probably part of the process too. But whenever I looked, I seen Jay Daniel. Oh yeah, I push that every time. Like I know you would too. Like you might as well, right? You don't need all of your Mahomes teams to have Rashee Rice on them, and you don't need all your Rice teams to have Mahomes on them. Like you definitely don't want all of your receiving. Like I don't want 100% of my Nico teams to have CJ Stroud. You know, like I do want most of my CJ Stroud teams to be Nico teams, though. I ain't gonna lie about that. Mahomes may not be the same way. So thanks everybody for popping in. We've been sitting at 30 plus viewers like most of this time. Shout out to all of you. Almost all of you have hit the like. We got 35 likes. It's been a good day. I'm so glad Bestball is back. Tomorrow we will be back, and I made that video. I know how to do the videos now. I'm going to get in the lab tomorrow morning and make the countdown video for my streams. That's on tap for tomorrow. I think it's going to be like instead of like the 10-second countdown, since it's a video, I think I'll do like 15. I have an idea of exactly what I want to do. So like tell me if you like this. I'm basically going to, obviously edit one of those songs down, but it's just going to be still pictures of players. But it's going to start with Mahomes because he's number 15, and it's going to count down with players with their jersey numbers. That's what I want to do. Like per second, it's gonna be like a slideshow. We get Bretton Strange stacked up here, and I haven't taken Dobbs yet. He's a fine pick. Yeah. Tank Dell is supposed to be back. I can't remember exactly what it was. Yeah, it's not going to be like super flashy. But I can put that like some effect on it as the pictures flash in, right? So it'll be attentive for the eyes on top of it. It's very simple, right? It doesn't all need to be just giant highlight reels. Like it's just something for stream quality. And like if people think that it's too long, like that's the other thing. Was the intro video too long? Because I know that they say to try to keep it under a certain amount, but I think that one, it was 42 seconds, which is like 12 seconds longer, and I think the recommended amount, something like that. I assume that everybody who's a Degen to watch this is going to not care, like as long as it's not multiple minutes long. Yeah, and I might not, like, if I can't find somebody with all the numbers, like it might be hard to find some numbers, like I can't really think of who number 2 would be. But I'll basically, like, I'm sure there's plenty of people with number 2. Like, I mean, at the moment, the best number 2, and actually it should probably just be Jameis Winston, right? Number 2, Jameis Winston. If you want, I can make a little thread in my Discord, and we could like make a little I'll try to set it up to where people can recommend players for the jersey numbers if they want, or I can just pick players. Like as long as none of them are DeAndre Hopkins, we're good. If y'all know my disdain for DeAndre Hopkins. Oh yeah, Patrick Surtain. Yeah, that's another good one. And like maybe I could probably even like get 4 people per numbers, right? And do like a quadrant thing for everything because it's just a countdown, right? So I think I mean that could work. We could just have one per. It just depends. If you want to play if you want to play IDP, you can play on Fast Draft. By the way, are we gonna get the Travis Hunter? Well, I mean, I'm not super in on Travis Hunter this year, but like with Trevor Lawrence, I'll take it if Game Tight doesn't want it. I'm not like sold that I have to have it or anything. I figured he went. All right, so you take Mendoza. I'm taking him. Do I want to take a Tyrone Tracy share here? I haven't gotten to Tracy yet. I really, really like the Vidal price. I need to not take Vidal in all my drafts, though. I'm just going to take Aaron Jones, actually. We're just going to take Aaron Jones. Jordan Mason proved he wasn't it last year. Aaron Jones, very, very cheap right now. Do they bring someone in? Most likely. But yeah, maybe they've kicked it around, but PPR Tyler drafts some IDP things over on Fast Draft. I didn't feel like learning IDP this year. I used to be very, very heavy into IDP. Like I was in a 16-man, 53-man roster IDP, start 11 defensive players. And like you had an entire team. It was salary cap. It was auction. You signed contracts. Contracts went up 20% every year. You had to trade off things. You had like, it was literally being a GM, right? And like, I did pretty okay. Like I made the playoffs every year in that I never won the whole thing. I got to the finals once. I made the playoffs with my money back 3 of the 5 years. The one year the most important year I got, I was the best team throughout the season and lost. But like, I was so into IDP then. And whenever I decided to leave that league, I didn't look at IDP for years. It's been like 10 years since I've looked at IDP. And I don't like, I loved it, but I don't know if I want to go back down that rabbit hole because it is a rabbit hole. I've been out on the Vikings running back so far. One of them is likely a value though. Yeah, like they traded something to get Mason, but like he just didn't. I mean, he did have a high yards per carry, right? Let's go look. So Jordan Mason here. Yards after contact, 3.41. Yards per carry was 4.77. Aaron Jones, yards per carry was quite a bit less. And his yak was quite a bit less as well. Tackles avoided, he had 12. And Mason had a lot more tackles avoided too. So like the metrics show Mason was fine. But it didn't feel like when you watch the game, it didn't feel like they were moving the ball at all when Mason. But Mason, like I would also have to go and take out was it the London game where Mason went absolutely off and then did nothing the rest of the time? Like it'd be curious to see like, because I think that was one of the worst run defenses in the league, right? Let's go to Player Profiler. Jordan Mason. And because like he had a gigantic game that one game. He was DFS chalk. He absolutely hit, I believe, with the chalk. 23. It was week 3. It was Cincinnati. It was against Cincinnati's defense. He had 22 points. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Like, if we don't get Stroud back, we're fine. If we get Stroud back, fantastic. All right, so this could be, what quarterbacks are left? I don't have any stackies. No stackies over here, guys. We ain't got no stackies. I think this is like I said, I want to get all of my Singleton now because I don't know that I want to chase him up the board if he ends up in like round 12. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Oh, Bengals. A non-pass catching 1B with rookies going. I was one of the dumb people doing it. So like I can't comment. So here's the it was week 3. He had 116 yards on 16 carries. He had 2 touchdowns. So if we go to the total stats sheet and we remove 116 yards, that puts him at like 600 yards. No idea on the other things. I mean, I guess I could calculate it real quick. So it'd be 758 minus 116, 642 divided by 159. So it'd be 143. It'd be 4.48. So he was still fine. Like that's still a solid yards per carry, even if you take that game out. So yeah, like, but he offers 0 in the receiving game. But yeah, you know what I'm hoping happens? I'm hoping tomorrow I could leave my driveway. That's where I'm at. You know what I realized 2 days ago? I realized that last year I let somebody borrow my snow shovel and I never got it back. So I don't have a snow shovel. I don't know who I let borrow it, but if somebody asks me for something, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Why not? So yeah, snow started about a little bit. I'll be able to plow my little car through 2 feet of snow here pretty soon. It'll be a good, like, if nothing else, I'm going to have fun. If nothing else, we're going to have some fun out there. Yeah, so there you go, guys. Don't let anybody borrow your tools. Don't let people borrow your tools. Life advice. You get it all here on the Who Hames channel. You get all of it. All right, so yeah, Aaron Jones like feels like the likely candidate to be there though. And if they draft somebody, the guy who I think is more likely to, like, even if he's only there for the beginning of the season, like, I think it's fine. All right, so this is also the kind of team that I think that Kelsey is like perfect on. I don't need him, right? Like, I don't need him at all. But I like the price. If he retires, it's fine. What do we got? I'll take a Chris Bell share. Like I don't want zero Chris Bell. He's now like he's fallen enough now, like, and he should fall. I mean, the man has a torn ACL. Uh, I think Steve has you. Steven actually has you. 2 mules. But yeah, that is definitely older than I am. Yeah, Steve's got you by a few years, if I remember correct. Yeah. Yeah, like in the first 8 weeks, well, right, they like whenever, because he missed a little time, and when JJ McCarthy came back, like he looked a little better. Like, I'm not saying he looked good, but like he didn't look like he did those first 3 games. He looked slightly better, and a big, like, whenever you watched the game, like if you watched the entire game, the offense just looked smoother with Aaron Jones in it. Like, I don't know how to explain. It just felt like everything in the offense moved better. It felt like Aaron Jones did better when he got carries than, and it's hard to quantify, but like if you look at, like, obviously the numbers don't think that, but like if you watch the game, it looked like that. So yeah. We're close. We're almost to 40 likes. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't shout out Dr. the Professor. Dr. the Professor, welcome. I didn't see your name in there. Sorry about that, sir. Yeah, and this is very true. The offense as a whole was just so disjointed. Yeah, and like it's also like he was getting the carries late in the season when the offensive line, because they brought in a couple new offensive line pieces, and like we've seen this with the Titans too, like and the Texans, like late in the season they started to gel, right? So maybe that happened there as well. Okay, so like I'm not saying it like definitely happened, but it could have. A name I'll skip right over every time. We're not taking Bateman twice. We're taking Omar Cooper. I like Omar Cooper Jr. just as much as Surratt. Like, I don't understand why it's so much different. And we might take Adam Randall. We might take Mike Washington. We'll take Mike Washington here. Okay. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I'm not saying I love the pick. I've made it twice, but I don't love the pick. I was basically forcing myself to not take Vidal again. Is all I was doing. I'm having a hard time with Tajay Spears. Like, I understand it. I love Tajay Spears as a player, man. Like, I want him to succeed. But the man doesn't have, like, he doesn't have an ACL. Or he doesn't have, like, he's missing part of his knee, basically. He hasn't stayed healthy at all. And that offense, like, I believe it's going to move up, but they have they're just very likely to add somebody this year in the draft. And like if they add somebody in the draft, I don't necessarily think Pollard's the one that's going to feel it as much. Like, I think if somebody feels it, it's going to be Tajay Spears. And I could easily be wrong, right? I could easily be wrong there. And I'm going to mix some Tajay Spears in. But I just feel like if they add somebody this year, that they'll just ride Pollard into the ground. And because Pollard is his last year on the contract too. Yeah, and like I just feel like I love watching Tajay play. Like, you put Tajay with Andy Reid, like, it's so much fun, right? It is like, you put Tajay with Mike McDaniel, it's going to be a lot of fun. Like, but he can't stay healthy. They have somebody. If I know one thing about Robert Saleh, it's that he's probably going to want the bigger back. So like, Pollard definitely runs with a little more like juice, right? Kenneth Gainwell and like Algier and Rico Dowdle. That's what I hope. That's kind of where I'm at. Walker would be very juicy. I also forgot I had Lamar Jackson, or I would have taken Bateman last time. But like, I like Devontae Walker. We'll take Devontae Walker here. All right, so my team, another 2 quarterback team: Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence, no fear. Running backs: Bijan, Chase Brown, Chuba, Aaron Jones, Singleton, and Mike Washington. Wide receivers: Nico Collins, Luther Burden, Brian Robinson, Romeo Doubs, Travis Hunter for the triple stack because I got Bretton Strange, Adonai Mitchell, Chris Bell, Omar Cooper, and Devontae Walker. We got 9 wide receivers because we're pretty, like, Brian Thomas could just be trash. Travis Hunter may not play offense. And then we got 2 rookies. One of them is hurt. Like, it's a high upside room, right? That's what this is. It can be really good, but it's a high upside room. And then Laporta, Brenton Strange, and Travis Kelce for free. I think it's a pretty solid team. I definitely need Brian Thomas to like be okay, and Dobbs to sign somewhere and be okay. Hey, thank you. I'm glad. I haven't got any, like, the only negative feedback I've got was it's slightly loud, and to add some and somebody, it wasn't a negative comment, but they said to add some like me putting a take in there or something, which is like the common thing people do, which I didn't do. Yeah, and like, I just need to go back, and I thought I'd be able to adjust the volume in StreamYard. So Algier was my thought for potential free agent running back for the Titans. I love Algier as a player, and I think the combination of Algier and Kenneth Gainwell and us drafting offensive line would be phenomenal. Gonna ask who you thought the Chiefs. Like, I think Rachaad White or Gainwell, both of them are very, very likely to go to Kansas City. If we do not get, like, the Kansas City offseason is going one of 2 ways. We will either sign Gainwell or Rachaad White, or we will sign one of the bigger guys like Kenneth Walker or Breece Hall. right? Or even Javonte. Like I could see, like, if Javonte goes cheap again, I think Kansas City, like, whatever free agent running back is the value is what they're going to try to get. Like, I wouldn't even mind us going with, and this is something that, like, this is what I think Brett Veach would do. Like, give Kenneth Gainwell a decent contract and then sign Najee Harris for the back half of the season or whatever, right? And then, like, use some guys, like, just sign some guys, like, because currently we have Dameon Pierce on the squad, right? Like, use Dameon Pierce for a few weeks if you think Najee's going to be healthy, assuming Najee passes the physical stuff, right? Like, I think, like, I wanted Najee there last year. I think that this year you could get him very cheap. All right, so let's go through the communities team, and then we will be done. We got game tight from the 2 spot. Matthew Stafford, Mendoza, and Kyler Murray. Scadaboo, Derrick Henry. Scadaboo gets read off first because he's my boy. Blake Corum, Woody Marks. Like, I think where Woody's going now is fine. I don't like it. Like, I don't want a lot of it, but I do think his ADP now is fine. Dylan Sampson, Caleb Johnson. That's an upside swing that I need to start making. Wide receivers, Puka, Olave, Egbuka, Marvin Harrison, Surratt, Downs, Besh, Deontay Thornton. So, yeah, you're fully stacked up with the non-Bowers stuff. Tight ends, Fannin, Terrence Ferguson, and Gunnar Helm. Yeah, I like this. You got the T Ferg, Blake Corum. Yeah, I really like this. The Kyler random shot. Like, Kyler almost for sure plays somewhere, right? Like, I think he's a good pick. It's just hard to stack. We got coolers. He's got Jaden Daniels, Baker Mayfield, Daniel Jones, Jahmyr Gibbs, Josh Jacobs, Tony Pollard, Sean Tucker, Kendre Miller, DJ Giddens. Wide receiver, Rashee Rice, Adams, Christian Watson, Mike Evans, Jordan Addison, Chris Godwin, Calvin Ridley, Jalen Noel. Tight ends, taking the shot on Kittle, Mark Andrews, and Njoku. Njoku's a pick I haven't made yet, but I really, really need to, like, I really like the pick. I know I've talked it up a lot, but I really do like the pick. Dr. the Professor here. Jared Goff, Malik Willis, and Michael Penix. Running backs, Travion Henderson, Jalen Warren, Jonah Coleman, Alvin Kamara, Keaton Mitchell, Ray Davis. Wide receivers, Amon-Ra, Jamison Williams, Carnell Tate, Michael Wilson, Michael Pittman, Jaden Higgins, Rashid Shaheed, Jalen McMillan. All the, I don't know why, like, all the Michaels with the McMillan mess with me. Isaiah Bond, and then Trey McBride, Colby Parkinson, elite tight end, never die. Yeah, so you got the Amon-Ra double stack, or the Jared Goff double stack. I'm sure you're probably predicting him to go somewhere. Cleveland, maybe, with Malik Willis. Yep, very solid draft. And then we got Saul here from the 12 spot. Drake May, Jordan Love, Cam Ward. All 4 running backs. Hampton, Genty, Bucky, Mixon. Hyper fragile. I don't mind it. It's like the most hyper fragile I've ever seen with Joe Mixon, but, like, yeah, like, if Mixon could be the bet, like, an awesome value. I'm not doing it. I got absolutely cooked by him last year. Wide receivers, Roma Dunze, Stephon Diggs, Kayshon Boutte, Brandon Ayuk, Pat Bryant, Tank Dell, Trey Tucker, Torrey Horton, Alec Iomanner, Dontavian Wicks, Savion Williams. So you got the late double stack, huh? Oh, you got Tucker Kraft. Got it. Yeah. Tucker Kraft and Kyle Pitts. Yeah, no, I think I'm going to start liking to draft at like probably like 6, 7, 8, because I'm going to feel better about the Tucker. Like, I don't want to take Tucker Craft at where I drafted here, right? Like, that's going to come. Like, his ADP is going to go up, I think. But like, do I take, like, here I needed to take both of those guys if I took them, right? But like, I was honestly looking at Tucker Craft there. So I kind of want to be, I think he's one of the better values on the board. So I kind of think the middle picks are really good right now. But I'm not going to complain about a Bijan team. But I think that is it. Do you guys have anything you want to say or talk about before I leave? He really does. Like, I've never seen a player like run through less tackles. Like, I don't know what his tackle breaking was. Let's look. Let's look at Woody Marks' tackles avoided. He had 27 tackles avoided, 0.14 per attempt. That was 80th in the NFL. 0.14 tackles avoided per attempt. His yards per carry was 3.59. His yak was, so let's just sort by all these and see where he's at. Yards per carry, he's at 92. Yards after contact, he's at 90. Like, none of it's good, right? None of it's good. And sorry, I was on the wrong. I'll go through them again. So like, he's at 91. So it's X minus 2, right? So he's at 89 there. And this is sorted by yards after contact. Yards per carry, he's at 91, 3.59. And then tackles avoided per attempt, he's at 81. So like, every one of those numbers is pretty marginal at best, right? Yeah, the drafters community seems like they don't care about what the ADP says at all. There are certain guys I have in my ranks that it kills me. I can't take. I mean, I would have felt fine taking Tucker Craft up there, but like the BTJ Trevor Lawrence thing is something I kind of wanted to do. And yeah, I think they definitely signed somebody like a bigger back, like a Dowdle, somebody like that. What's up, Bill Bresky? Sorry that you're just getting here. We are just leaving. If you could smash the like, that'd be awesome. If you want, you can rewind to the beginning of the video. I, for the first time, made a intro video. In the comments afterwards, go ahead and write in the comments afterwards what you think. If it's too loud, all that stuff. Yeah. I assume Goosey's is good. I assume Gucci is what you meant to say, not Goosey's. What's up, Doctor? Yeah, we were live. Didn't realize it. Kept it going. I even reviewed your team, so you can go back and hear me crap on everything you've done. You're welcome. No, I was wondering where. Yeah. Oh, Goosebumps. Okay, got it. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, but I'll be back tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central. I had an awesome time. Tomorrow we will have the video for the countdown for the stream drafts. Now that I've said it on stream, I will force myself to do it. Nothing like making myself my own deadline. Peace.